Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jeana and this is Simply Jeana. I'm sorry I look gross. I don't wear makeup and I'm filming this after a long day of work. As my Whole30 is ending, if you guys are new, I'm doing a Whole30 and I'm trying to live that kind of life afterwards because of health reasons, and I just feel like I live my best life cutting out gluten and sugar and dairy. And I just wanted to show you guys my essentials that helped me stay on the Whole30 track, things that I always kept in my fridge or pantry just so that like I had things, even if it was like a night that I'm coming home from work and I didn't feel like cooking like an elaborate dinner, because with the Whole30 there's a lot of elaborate dinners, but there's sometimes where you just want to come home, pop some chicken in the oven and have it taste delicious but be compliant. Because if you are doing the Whole30, raise your hand if you are over just like chicken seasoned with like salt, pepper, garlic. I mean, I love salt, pepper, garlic. That's my favorite trio. But sometimes you just want to have a little something to make it taste better. So I am sharing my essentials to a successful round of the Whole30 and things that I will constantly keep in my pantry after doing them. So if you want to see what I've been using, then just keep watching. All right, so first we're going to start with coffee. If you have been following me for a while, or if you're new, I'm a coffee lover, and it took me a while to find a coffee that I was fully happy with. The very first time I did a Whole30, I wasn't prepared. I had ordered Nutpods from Amazon and they hadn't come yet, so I had to use coconut milk and that wasn't good. I had to have 1 cup of coffee black. But anyway, long story short, I discovered these two creamers that are my favorite. We've got the Califia Farms Better Half unsweetened, is coconut milk and almond milk. The hazelnut one is not compliant because it is sweetened with monk fruit, so don't get confused, that one is not allowed. But this one is delicious. And there is also the Nutpods. I prefer this, but I do love Nutpods because it does have a little bit of a flavor. This one's just a little bit creamier, but I do love both. And both, I go through these so fast, so I tend to grab whichever one I can find at the store because I never remember to order them on Amazon. As much as I can, I'll leave a link down below for you guys. Recently, I've been finding these at King's. I don't know if that's a New Jersey based store or whatnot, but I've been seeing them popping up all over the place. This one I find at Whole Foods and King's. But these two are my coffee essential. I also keep a can of coconut milk just in case, because it is just in case for coffee, but you can use this for so many other recipes. I am obsessed with Just Jessie. If you guys aren't familiar, I'll leave her blog down below. She has this delicious buffalo chicken chowder that always calls for coconut milk, and I always just need to have a little bit on hand. I don't put as much as she does that she suggests for the recipe, but just a little bit makes that soup so much creamier. And you can make so many things out of coconut milk. You can make dump ranch, you can make your own mayo. I've never made these things myself, but there's so many recipes that you can do with coconut milk, so definitely have a can or two of these on hand. These are in really no particular order. I have them over here on my dresser over in my bedroom, and I'm just grabbing them as I see them. The things that I'm not mentioning in this video are like fruits and veggies. Those are just things that like you constantly need to have. These are like pantry, refrigerator type items that I need to have. But you always need to have a stockpile of fruits, veggies, lean meats. I would suggest frozen fish. I would suggest frozen cauliflower rice from Trader Joe's. I would suggest, I actually have, hold on. I suggest having these in your freezer because these are so easy to cook up in like a pinch, to have for lunch, to have for dinner. There's, oh, sorry, Buster's barking. These are the Trader Joe's chili chicken lime burgers. Any type of like frozen burger that is compliant. I believe the Trader Joe's turkey burgers are also compliant. I suggest having in your freezer just if like you're in a pinch. All right, so these are like, I don't know, I'll just show you what they are. I highly recommend having almond flour in your pantry because there are so many different like chicken recipes that you can make with this, which will bring me to my next item, Frank's Red Hot. This makes my favorite but paleo Whole30 approved buffalo chicken nugget. I will leave that link down below. It is to die for, and also just having a bottle of this to spice up anything or making the buffalo slow cooker chicken. All that is buffalo chicken, coconut aminos, and a little bit of ghee. I will leave that recipe linked down below, of course. Anything I mentioned, I will leave linked down below. So I definitely recommend having these two on hand because you can always whip up something. You could bread any type of meat, fish, anything with almond flour. They're also coconut flour as well. I actually recently ran out of coconut flour, so that's why I'm showing you almond flour, but I recommend having both. Now, snacking on the Whole30 is not really recommended, but if you are a person like me, I cannot go from lunch to dinner without a snack, so I gotta have a little something. I don't always have an RX bar, but I recommend having these for emergencies. They've come in handy so many times, and I believe that all flavors of the RX bar are compliant except the peanut butter one, because peanuts are a no-no. So I recommend having a box of these or a few bars in your pantry just in case. You never know. And almonds also, they're you're not supposed to eat too many of them. I've been eating too many of them this round, I know for a fact. But definitely recommend having them. You could chop them up, put them in salads. You could just grab a few if you feel like you need a little munching on something. But I definitely recommend having these in your pantry as well. Now, the next few things I'm going to show you are like condiment type things that I think you definitely need to have, except the one thing I'm about to show you right now. I highly recommend having a Whole30 compliant bacon. I recently found one at Target that was compliant, but this one is my favorite. You can order this online. I believe you can get it at Whole Foods. I got mine at Whole Foods. I'm not sure if any other store sells them, but it is paleo, sugar-free. I've been recently wrapping them around chicken tenders and it is delicious, but it's good for breakfast. If you bake it in the oven, they come out best if you ask me. I don't really like them fried up in a pan. I prefer them baked. They come out better, but I totally recommend you having this because it's just a quick and easy breakfast you can add it to. You can add it to dinner. You could wrap it around anything. You could wrap it around asparagus. I saw today on not asparagus. I saw somebody wrapping it around Brussels sprouts. That sounds delicious. I might do that, but definitely have this in your fridge just in case. Next thing isn't really a condiment, but it's something that I'm obsessed with. This almond butter. This is from Trader Joe's. This is my most favorite almond butter. I've tried a lot of almond butters throughout my few rounds of Whole30, and this one is my favorite. Now, you're not supposed to use a lot of almond butter. I cut back recently a lot, but I was putting it on a banana, like a half of a banana with breakfast, as my plated fat, and the banana as my carb. But recently, due to I've been having a lot of yeast infection issues, sorry, TMI, I shouldn't be having that much sugar, so I kind of cut out bananas, so to keep that, because bananas are very high in sugar, so maybe half once in a while, but I shouldn't be having like a whole one. But either way, I made a sauce recently with this and it came out delicious as well. So definitely have almond butter in your pantry. I'm gonna do the next few things in like groups because I can't carry all of them over. I have recently become obsessed with the Tessame's barbecue sauce. This stuff is delicious. It is spicy. It is just so good. I just put it over chicken and it bakes up so nice. I can't wait to use this in the summer on the grill because I just think it'll make delicious chicken. It is made with dates, so it does have a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's definitely more spicy. This is the only Tessame's products that I've tried. I have not been having that many salads, so I don't really have dressing, but I do recommend Primal Kitchen Ranch. I wasn't going to show this until after, but since we're talking about these kind of things, this stuff is delicious. I'm not a huge ranch fan, so this doesn't need to taste exactly like ranch for me. It's just enough for a salad, and I like dipping celery and carrots in this, so I definitely recommend having a compliant dressing in your fridge, especially if you don't really like making your own. I have not made my own. This came in handy and it's delicious. They have a few other flavors. I don't think I almost bought the honey mustard one, but it has honey in it, so I put it back. So I don't think that one's compliant, but this one and a lot of the other flavors are definitely Whole30 compliant. While we're talking about Primal Kitchen, I definitely recommend having their mayo. This is the Chipotle Lime Mayo. I am obsessed with this. I put the, I don't know if it's focusing again. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't really tell. I put this with eggs, make egg salad. Recently I've become obsessed. I'd also recommend you having some kind of canned fish on hand. And many times if I didn't know what to have for lunch, I've had a stockpile of canned salmon and I've made salmon cakes. And if you guys have been watching my videos, the same with tuna. I'll mix this with tuna and put them in little peppers, and it's just a delicious and easy lunch. And this is so good, so good. I also recommend having a compliant hot sauce on hand. Not the buff, like I know that the Frank's Red Hot is, I'm just putting that back, a hot sauce, but I feel like this is like a jalapeno pepper hot sauce. It's a little bit different to me. I don't think of Frank's Red Hot as like putting it on top of something as like a spice. I think of it as cooking with it, if that makes sense. That might be weird. But this stuff from Trader Joe's is so good. And it is delicious. If you like spicy things, not everybody likes spicy things. If you haven't noticed, I enjoy my things spicy. All right, so the last two things I'm gonna show you are ghee and coconut aminos. This one from I've never tried any other kind, so I don't know, but I love this one from Trader Joe's and it's super inexpensive. And recently I've been adding it to zoodles to make a delicious sauce. I add this and the jalapeno pepper sauce, and it makes the zoodles taste like this delicious Asian, almost like maybe ramen noodle. I don't know, it's so good. I also add this to cauliflower rice. I add it to so many different things and it's just delicious. If you can't tell, I don't like my food to be bland. I need to have some kind of flavor, and all of these things help make the food taste delicious. And ghee, I love the taste of things cooked in ghee. Ghee is a little bit high in calories compared to like maybe an olive oil, or I use a lot of avocado oil. Sorry that I don't have that here, but I definitely recommend having compliant oil in your pantry. But ghee just has like a much better taste. Again, something you can make on your own, but there's no way that I'm making my own ghee. This stuff is delicious. Trader Joe's also sells a ghee that is good, but this one was bigger. This one I think was like $12 at Target. It lasted me a long time. The Trader Joe's ones I went through fast because they're a lot smaller and they're only $4 I think. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all fun, healthy, lifestyle type videos, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!